could have been Fleek. The bicyclist slashed him again across the face, aching to wipe those glasses from existence. Back on the bike, the bicyclist pedaled home. It was a chilly night, but tomorrow would be much warmer. Chapter 1. To Tony Moran, the whole thing was ridiculous. First of all, staring at him was a small pod of tourists who had made the trip to Brooklyn from their Manhattan hotel, no doubt, a family by the looks of their matching polo shirts and plaid shorts. The mom and dad aimed pad-sized cameras at him from the side of the pétanque court, as if he were an animal in a zoo. An animal. Their matching offspring gawked while simultaneously texting. Ridiculous. Ever since Tony was a kid coming to McCarran Park, there had always been soccer players, softball players, handball players, stray toddlers, stray drunks, stray soccer balls, and always that one breakdancer spinning on a flattened box, practicing for the day backward worming became cool again, in some distant future. The last 20 years had added bicyclists, skateboarders, hipsters, yuppies, purebred dogs, and baby strollers of phenomenally increasing dimensions, large enough to rent as studios. But now, tourists, hordes of them, sometimes bust in large numbers from the city that never sleeps, the capital of the world. People who came to the park to watch other people come to the park. Ridiculous. Second, the latest annoying heat wave had refused to dissipate. It wasn't even summer yet. If this kept up through August, the streets would run with sweat. Tony wore loose clothes, but still the heat and humidity clung to him like plastic wrap. The pétanque court sat out in the open, in the corner of the park near the track and the soccer field, next to the handball courts and the Italian iceman who, if he kept ringing that bell of his and shouting, "Ice! Ice here! Come get it!" would get a solid 2.5-pound pétanque ball thrown at his face. Third, and truly bizarre, this guy Yogi Johnson, some stoner hanger-on, some guy who had only recently started playing and was strictly mediocre, but had now, somehow, out of nowhere, acquired superhuman accuracy and control. Bastard. "I've got the chi working," Yogi had said to no one in particular, karate-chopping the air, strutting around the court, his graying blonde dreadlocks flopping under a red bandana. "The chi is on." With a careless, epileptic toss, Yogi had made his ball land decisively, barely any sand rustled, close to the cochonnet, the small target ball, on the court, closer than anyone else. Qualum blenum, thought Tony. Idiot. So it was Tony's turn now. The object of the game was to toss hollow metal balls called boules as close as possible to the cochonnet, displaying, if necessary, any balls nearby. They were playing triples, 2 3-person teams. After a brutal back and forth for most of the game, Tony's team had been closest, but now Yogi's ball sat nestled against and in front of the cochonnet, guarding it like a Park Slope helicopter parent. Tony would have to throw what was called a karoo, a difficult shot that would knock away Yogi's ball and place his own on the same spot. The game was in Tony's hands. Wonderful. Tony crouched low on the packed sand of the court and concentrated on the cochonnet, trying to visualize his play. In the background, pad-sized cameras snapped. "You can totally do it." Eric was clapping his hands to encourage him. "You can totally karoo." If Eric had used those hands more athletically, Tony wouldn't be in this spot. "The karoo does not want to be had. Man ain't got the chi working," shouted Yogi, while performing something embarrassing to watch, something between a tango and Tai Chi.